Most people know about Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer, but what about the killers who operated completely under the radar? Today we're counting down 5 absolutely brutal serial killers that somehow never got the media attention they deserved. And honestly, that might be the scariest part. Number 5. Luis Garavito, the Colombian Ghost. Luis Garavito confessed to murdering over 300 children in Colombia during the 1990s, making him one of history's most prolific killers. Here's the shocking part. He targeted street children and poor kids. So many cases went completely unreported. Authorities didn't even realize they had a serial killer on their hands until he was already caught for attempted rape. His victims were so invisible to society that it took literally decades to connect the dots. Number 4. Samuel Little, America's Forgotten Hunter. Samuel Little confessed to 93 murders between 1972 and 2005, but for years law enforcement had no idea. The FBI confirmed at least 60 of his kills, making him one of America's deadliest serial killers ever recorded. What's insane is that he spent time in prison multiple times, but never got connected to his murders. He targeted vulnerable women, sex workers, homeless people, addicts, people the system didn't prioritize investigating. Number 3. Pedro López, the Monster of the Andes. Pedro López allegedly killed over 300 young girls across Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia in the 1970s and 80s. He would target indigenous and poor children in remote areas where authorities rarely investigated. What's terrifying is that he was released from prison and simply vanished. Nobody knows if he's actually dead or still out there. Some criminologists believe his actual victim count could be closer to 600. He's basically become a ghost story in South American crime history. Number 2. Dr. Holly Harvey Crippen, the Invisibility Killer. Dr. Crippen murdered his wife in London in 1910 and buried her remains in the basement of his home. For weeks, nobody suspected a thing. He even hosted dinner parties while she was literally under the floorboards. He escaped to Canada with his lover, but when authorities finally caught on, it became a massive manhunt that changed criminal investigation forever. Despite being one of history's first high-profile fugitives, he's almost completely forgotten today compared to modern killers. Number 1. Mikhail Popkov, the Phantom of Siberia. Mikhail Popkov is Russia's most prolific serial killer with over 83 confirmed murders. But get this, he might have killed way more. For decades, he hunted victims in Siberia while barely registering on anyone's radar. Police didn't seriously investigate because many victims were homeless or sex workers, people society had already forgotten about. What makes him even more terrifying is his complete lack of remorse and his methodical approach. He wasn't caught until 2010, and by then he'd been killing for over 20 years completely undetected. He's basically the definition of a ghost killer, operating in plain sight because nobody was actually looking. These killers remind us that the most dangerous predators aren't always the ones we've heard about. Sometimes they're the ones hiding in plain sight. Drop a comment below telling us which of these cases shock you the most. And if you want more deep dives into true crime history, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications.